Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. So I've been flying around in NVIDIA Ansel, which is PC's free cam basically. I've been admiring the maps, looking for, new areas where I would like to fight and stuff. And I did mention in a previous video where I would probably do a video where I go over like my favourite map spawns, my favourite duel areas, places to fight. For me there was three particular maps and areas that stood out the most for me, but number 4 and 5 was very close and it could have been either one. But the 5th one, it could have been between a lot of them, to be honest. There's a lot of honorary mentions, which I will go over at the end of the video. But with that being said, we're going to jump straight in to number 5. So number 5 for me is got to be the Gauntlet. And the reason why it's Gauntlet is because of this one particular map spawn, which is this one. So this is one of my favourite map spawns in the whole game to fight on. I like that it's near the edge of a cliff. I like the fact that you can fight in the middle where the props are and get the wall splats. But you can also take the fight out to the side where there's a more open area for you to fight. So for me, because of this one particular map spawn, this puts Gauntlet in number 5 for me. The other map spawn in the midpoint is also very good. So, for me, it's 2 out of 3 map spawns on this is good. You've got the 2 open-ended areas where, if you're fighting against a raider or a lawbringer, you've got to try and rotate and keep your back to the wall. It adds that intensity and, that bit of risk as well, which is nice. So yeah, like I said, 2 good spawns out of 3 puts Gauntlet in number 5 for me. Although I'm not a big fan of the 3rd spawn point, it definitely could be worse. If it were me and if I could move this 3rd spawn point, I would probably move it near the defender's spawn in this nice little open area down here. Now, this is where it gets a little bit easier for me to choose the favourites, because these top 4 stand out the most for me. So, number 4 is the Cathedral. Now, this map is just absolutely gorgeous. I love fighting on this side of the map in the open area. Again, same as the Gauntlet spawn, this is one of my favourite all-time, just the one singular spawns to fight on. Also inside the Cathedral, obviously it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. But I also have some good memories of inside this Cathedral. We used to play some tournaments in here. We used to have some fight clubs in here. So yeah, I do very much enjoy fighting inside the Cathedral. But mainly outside on this main point is the favourite. So again, same as the Gauntlet, 2 out of 3 spawns that I think are very good. The 3rd spawn isn't that bad, it's got the geysers, the environmentals, if you enjoy that intensity of fighting around those. But of course, the majority of people just end up going to this little side area where it's nice and open, which is fine, it's up to you. But yeah, this was easily number 4, just for that one particular spawn point on this just absolutely gorgeous map. So number 3 is going to be Sank Bridge, and the reason for that is this very spawn point right here that you can see now. This one particular spawn point is one of my favourites out of all the maps, out of all the spawn points. Reason being is just the feel of it, like the absolutely stunning views on both sides. You've got those little areas where you can ledge, but the majority of it is a nice open area with a beautiful view. So yeah, just this one spawn point is the reason why this is number 3 overall for me. Although I'm not a big fan of the other spawn points, especially this one. This one feels very cramped, and I guess that's fine. Everyone's different. People like that kind of stuff, and that's fine. But for me, I don't like this spawn point at all. And also this one as well, I really like this spawn point, but I just don't like these steps that go into these side bits. I do like the fire. But I would prefer it if it was like in Elimination or Dominion where the walls are up. Because this is where we used to do a lot of fight clubs as well. So I would prefer it if it was like that, but with like the fire and stuff like that. I think that'd be cool. I'd also probably change that 2nd spawn point to something in the middle. I know that's where the Brawls map is, but maybe you could make some sort of dual spawn with using props or something, I think that'd be good. But yeah, thanks to this one spawn point, this takes number 3. Alright, so number 2 is going to be Beachhead. Literally every single time that I play this map, I always say in my videos, I absolutely love this spawn. To me, this particular spawn, it just gives me final boss vibes, the end boss in a movie. Or, like when you're walking into like fucking Soul of Cinder off Dark Souls 3, for example. Obviously it doesn't look the same, but you know what I mean. Like you get that vibe where it's like, this is the last boss, this is the last fight. I think this one particular spawn is my number 1 favourite in the whole game. I just absolutely love the setting. The only thing that I would change though is I would add more fire maybe around this part. There's a lot of fire more inwards on the map. And there's not so much where the boats are and stuff and near the sea. So I would probably add a bit more fire just to brighten it up a little bit. But other than that, honestly, it's just the perfect fucking duel map for me. Not so much a big fan of this spawn. You know, it could be worse. Again, same as the Gauntlet one. It could be worse, but it's not too bad. But for me, this other spawn as well, this is beautiful as well. I like this one. This is definitely high up there, and that definitely helps bump this one up to number 2. So yeah, 2 out of 3 on this map. Very enjoyable places to fight. But it's probably also my favourite Brawls map as well, this one, just because, you know, the night time, it just looks absolutely stunning. And that's why this easily puts this on a solid number 2. It was very close to being number 1, very close. But yeah, it's a solid number 2 for me. Wait, I just realised that sounds extremely wrong. Alright, and last but not least is the Forest. Now this is my all-time favourite map to fight on because all 3 spawns are amazing. It's an absolutely stunning map in all weather conditions. And like I said, all 3 spawns are just perfect. But this spawn point here, right here in particular is the best. You know, you're fighting on the edge of the cliff. You've got the amazing view in the background. You know, there's a big chance there to get the ledges, but this is just an epic setting for a fight. You know, me personally, after I've destroyed my opponent on this particular map, I like to slow walk to the edge and just enjoy the beautiful view, you know, and the beautiful taste of victory. You know, this other spawn as well here, it's not too big, it's not too cramped, it's a nice little open space, you can get your wall splats, but it's still a nice area to fight. It's a nicely spaced area. And then the other spawn where it's like a little swampy area, but it's nice and open, apart from this fucking swat that kind of lets it down a little bit. But other than that, no, honestly, it's perfect. You've got the sun beaming down, the lighting is just beautiful on this map. Obviously you've got this little area over here where you can push the fight and try and get the ledge onto the spikes. But it's a nice open area on all 3 spawns that's not too big or too cramped. Absolutely perfect in my opinion. And that's why this takes the number 1. Now, we've got some honorary mentions, you know, quite a few that was very close to becoming number 5. But I particularly like this spawn point on Tower Ruin. You know, this open area right here is really nice. Sometimes I do push the fight up a little bit to the middle bit just to switch things up a little bit. But overall, this open area is a really nice place to fight as well. I like this area on Overwatch as well. This is a nice place to fight also. You've also got this good spawn point on Citadel Gate. I like this one a lot as well. This is also a very good spawn point on Viking Village. You know, you've got a nice open area if you want to try and push the fight over to these spikes as well, which is cool. And also this little bit on Secluded Keep gives me Dark Souls vibes, man. So I do enjoy fighting on this spawn point just for that reason. Forge also has a couple of nice spawn points. You know, you've got the underground bit, which is pretty cool to fight. And I do like this area a lot better now that they've removed all the shit from the middle of it. A couple of cliffside fights that I enjoy. River Fort, I like this one on the side. And also High Fort as well. But if I'm fighting against a raider, then nope, I am out of here. I am running straight up there. I also like Harbour as well. I like fighting on this boat too. You know, it's unique. It's completely different to all the other maps and map spawns. So, you know, for that reason, I like this one too. And you know what? I really love Canopy, like the map itself. I think it's absolutely stunning, and you know, my favourite part is on this bridge. It's a really cool place to fight. You've got the small little chance of ledges on either side, and the other spawn isn't too bad. It could be better, but it could be worse as well. I don't really like this spawn. I wish that they would change it. You know, there's a whole area over here which is absolutely stunning. Just this area in general is absolutely gorgeous, especially when you go through here to the more greeny bit. Really nice. And also as well, like I was flying around in Ansel, I noticed this little waterfall bit underneath, like, you know, like the edge, and it really reminded me of Black Panther. And I thought to myself, holy shit, how fucking cool would it be if they made a map like that on the edge of a waterfall where it's just like Black Panther. But yeah, something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what your favourite map is. What are your favourite maps? Where are your favourite spawns? Where do you like to fight? It could be even breach maps. You know, I've not even looked into that yet. I could potentially do that as well. I could look through breach maps and see if I can find any nice places to fight there. What I think would make good duel maps. But let me know in the comments if there's anywhere in particular that you like. I would like to read them and see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.